More and more of the world is moving to using machines. First we had typewriters and calculators, huge improvements over pencil and paper. After the so-called universal machine, the computer comes in. For the majority of people, they're going to a screen and they stay at the screen. We're seeing people show up in the workforce with injuries in their 20s, stress repetitive injuries that we didn't used to see until their 40s. So little problems develop over a long period of time. We went through this phase where sitting is the new smoking, etc. And so people said, oh, well, it's the opposite of sitting is standing, so we should just stand. And now the research is really going towards this idea of prolonged physical inactivity being problematic. And relatively small changes in motion can have a big effect on that.
If you take people working in cubicles, and what we found was that people who tended to have obesity were seated 2.25 hours or more than people who were lean.
Don't worry, nothing will fall on you.
We wanted to make a system that was really easy to move throughout the day by lowering those barriers to movement and making it very easy for the person to move, but without interrupting their workflow. What we believe is different tasks are best done in different positions. If I'm on the phone, I want to be standing. I want to even maybe be pacing. But if I'm doing something where I really need to go into deep thinking, then I really want my body to be comfortable. So what we're trying to do is how do you get the computer to move to where the body wants it to be, and to be able to do that at the press of a button so there's no barrier to movement and your work just keeps flowing. So what the workplace of the future looks like in 10 years, on one hand, not predictable, because less than 10 years ago, we didn't have iPhones, right? Think about that now. On the other hand, it probably looks a lot like it did 10 years ago, which on the surface is very similar, but in the details and the way we interact with stuff, very different. We think that more and more people will be saying, I want the computer to move with me, I need movement throughout the day, and we're looking to support that kind of vision.